Pals, Ross here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna be doing something a little different. We're gonna be doing some battles, and I decided for the first battles we're gonna be doing Pokemon because I feel like that's always a great debate. Because you know everyone's got their favorite Pokemons, and then when someone doesn't like the Pokemon you like, well then you know they're wrong. So I'm gonna show you guys the definitive list of Ross-approved top Pokemon. Like when it comes between Rayquaza and Giratina, obviously the choice is Rayquaza. Rayquaza is so much cooler in my opinion. Zekrom versus Necrozma. See, I'm a sucker for an electric dragon. I think is a lot cooler. I'm also just not that big into the later games. This one's kind of neat. It's like a battle of the Firebird. Well, I guess I'm picking Moltres. I can't even click below them. Duly noted, I was actually gonna pick Groudon. I shouldn't throw off the thing too much. Dialga versus Xerneas. Now, I'm going Dialga. I'm more a fan of Diamond Pearl. I thought they were really cool. Thundurus, Deoxys. It's so obvious. Deoxys is so much cooler. Deoxys is so much cooler. Regirock versus... Now, so you got Rock Monster versus Sun Lion. Well, yeah, I think Regirock's cooler. Have you heard the way it talks? I haven't seen... I know there's media surrounding Magernia. I hope I'm saying that right. But I like the movie with Fion. No one uses it. Hoopa. I thought Hoopa looked different. That Hoopa looks a little... That doesn't look like cute Hoopa versus Water Pony. Yeah, Hoopa's cooler in my book. I see the appeal, but I'm just not there. Darkrai versus Heatran. That's a tough one because in my book, Heatran is such a cool Pokemon, but Darkrai is like the Shadow the Hedgehog when it comes to my book. Why'd they use that photo of Uxie? Well, I don't really know much about Melode, and now I gotta pick Uxie. But not. It's because I don't know much. Diancie is okay, and Entei. I like Entei. I think it's a cool Pokemon. Sorry, I'm still thinking about Uxie. Azelf or Landorus. If I was to add either to my team, I'd probably go Landorus. Eternius versus Registeel. Now, I know Regirock got the pass, but Eternius is kind of neat. You know, you got an eternal being going like, "Rawr." Did they switch the picture for Manaphy and Fion? Now that I look at it, is that why that wasn't like clicking in my head as Fion when I looked at Manaphy? Palkia is cooler though. Palkia would just punch Fion. Suicune versus Lugia, tough one. I like the dogs more than I like Toho in Lugia. Kyogre or Tornadus? Kyogre. I don't know. That trio hasn't been big for me. Marshadow or Xerneum? I'd go Xerneum. I'm probably gonna butcher so many of these names. Cobalion versus Jirachi. I love Jirachi. The Wishmaker of a Pokemon is such a cute idea. Genesect, I always thought was a cool design too. I also like the theory that Genesect is a it's one of those older Pokemon brought back. I don't Zeraora is such a, I don't know what I'm supposed to think. It feels like a, I don't know, it feels like a Digimon to me. I hate saying that. Each one is great in its own book, but it just doesn't give the Pokemon aesthetic. The Onion Boy is a lot cooler too. That one's a good one. I like Articuno. I think Articuno's a cool bird. I think Articuno's a cool bird. Ho-Ho or Mewtwo? I gotta go Mewtwo. Mewtwo's cool. Mewtwo is cool. Yveltal or Victini? I'll go Victini. I don't know. To me, both are kind of in the same. They're not the same Pokemon, but to me, they're in the same book. I guess I'll Zamazenta. Shield Dog. Reshiram or Raikou? I'm gonna go Raikou. Again, I'm a sucker for the doggies. Mew or Arceus? Oh, Arceus, I'm so sorry. Let's go Mew. Regigigas or Latias? I'll go Gigas. I think Gigas is really cool as well. I'm a fan of the Reggies. Zygarde was neat too. I wish we'd gotten to see like a Pokemon Z with a neat story. Why is it hooked up like that? I gotta go Regice. Gotta play that sound too. Shaman or Latias? I'd go Latias. And then Volcanion versus Viri. I'd go Volcan. That was such a neat. Fire Water was neat. All right, so now we're breaking it down. Yeah, that is Manaphy. That is backwards. And Regirock would smush. All right, so now we're getting down. We're getting down. This isn't who would win. This is who I like more. And I do like Genesect more. Zekrom. Get that out of here. Please just get that out of here. Deoxys is cooler to me. I like the concept of an alien Pokemon more. Rayquaza's so cool too. Ah! I gotta go Mewtwo. Are some of these on here twice? Now that I think about it. Regice. I'm kind of speed rounding it now. Jirachi. I like the art that they use too. I gotta find the artist for that. Kyogre. Gigas. I'd go Gigas. Gigas. Darkrai is like the Shadow the Hedgehog of Pokemon. I don't know if I've ever said that before. I do like Melmetal. I love Raikou, but I do like Melmetal as a concept. Landorus or Inte. Palkia, Volcanion. I'm gonna go Palkia. I had Pearl. I didn't actually play Diamond growing up. I had Pearl. I then tried the Shining Diamond, and I could not get into the remakes. I don't know what it was, but I just could not. I gotta go Suicune. Suicune's cooler to me. All right. Rounds of 16. Deoxys and Jirachi. Gen 3 badasses. Deoxys. If I had to choose between the two, Melmetal's cooler. Darkrai, again, that's Shadow the Hedgehog. We're looking at Shadow. Entei. I'd go Zekrom. Okay, we're getting down there. We're getting down. Rayquaza beats Mewtwo. Made it pretty far. Suicune and Kyogre. Suicune again. Suicune is just such an iconic legendary. There's my boy Gigas. Deoxys and Melmetal. Deoxys beats Melmetal. Rayquaza wins on this one too. Darkrai, this is getting tough. Suicune, oh no! Gonna go Suicune. Oh, this was such a great movie mashup, and I love the Delta mission in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I gotta go Rayquaza. Rayquaza, they're both so great, but and then Darkrai, it's gonna come down to this, isn't it? Ah! I gotta go my boy Rayquaza. I love Darkrai. Again, that's my Sonic and that's my Shadow. What do you think about it? I want to see win rate. I just want to see. So champion, these are the number ones. So okay, my boy Rayquaza's number 1. Giratina's normally number 2. Mewtwo at 3. Darkrai at 4. These are what people normally rank as their number 1. Crazy. Wow. All right, I want to do another quiz. Give me 1 second. All right, so I wanted to stay with the theme here, so we stuck with some more Pokemon games. This is going to be the best Pokemon game. Again, this is on me. Now, I have not played Arceus, and I have not played Ranger. If given the choice, though, I would probably pick Arceus. Diamond and Pearl versus Super Pokemon Rumble. I'm so sorry, Super Pokemon Rumble, but you're going to lose out to a mainline game. Ooh, Platinum versus Ruby and Sapphire. I gotta pick Platinum. Ruby and Sapphire is strong, but Platinum kind of wins out here. Gates to Infinity was such a weak mystery dungeon game. Let's Go Eevee versus... Oh, that's so... Gold and Silver. Where's Let's Go Gold and Silver? Well, where is that one? Super Mystery Dungeon was okay. Again, I really like Mystery Dungeon games, but Crystal was a much better game. Battle Revolution versus Ultra Sun and Moon. You're gonna call me crazy for this one. You're gonna call me absolutely crazy. I got a lot more playtime out of Battle Revolution than I did Ultra Sun and Moon because I had just beaten Sun and Moon and then I didn't want to replay the same game That was my one gripe. I liked when Emerald and like Platinum, and it felt like a 1.5, but Ultra Sun and Moon to me didn't feel like a 1.5, felt like a 1.1. I'm done complaining. I liked Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire better. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Spoiler alert, that might be number one. Again, more playtime for me. Oh my goodness, I put too much time into Red Mystery Team. I remember there was a Cartoon Network special they did about, it was Mystery Dungeon, and I thought that was gonna be an actual Pokemon show, and I was so sad that it was a one-off. I was so sad. I've heard good things about Conquest. Apparently Pokemon Conquest is just Pokemon Fire Emblem. I gotta go with that. I played a little bit of Pokken, but when it comes down to the game types, loved Emerald. So I played Gold and Crystal, but I didn't super get into them. Loved Emerald. Emerald was the first like main Pokemon game that I played from beginning to end. The thing I hate though, I love the original Pokemon Ranger. Drawing the circles around the Pokemon and having, oh my goodness, it was so good. If you know about the Steelix fight, you know about the Pokemon Ranger 1 Steelix was crazy. I gotta go Emerald though. Such a tough choice. I never played Black and White 2. I've heard amazing things about Black and White 2, but I played through X and Y, and X and Y I really enjoyed. Heck, these are 1 or 2. Pokemon Coliseum 1 or 2. Man, I feel so bad. So I have Pokemon Gale of Darkness and the guidebook because me and one of my friends swapped games. I lent them my Sims 3 for GameCube and one other game, and they lent me Gale of Darkness and the guidebook. I don't remember the other game, and then we just never hung out again. So I have their Gale of Darkness to this day. Chrissy, I'm sorry. Explores the Sky. Is this the one I'm thinking of? There's Time. No, Sky was so good. Special Pikachu Edition is great, but Sky I think is the best. Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They never made Succulent Crystal. If I was to sit down and say which one would I rather play, I would honestly rather play this one. I love those ones, but that's the one. If I was to, again, same thing. I love Black and White, but if I had to choose, I have not played it. It's great. I've not played either of these, but if I had to sit down and choose, I'd choose this. I love Fire Emblem. Diamond and Pearl versus... I'd go Diamond and Pearl. Mainline game wins out in that one. Platinum... Battle Revolution was okay, but it wasn't that good. Again, this is my... Could be going all the way. X and Y versus Gale of Darkness. I'd go X and Y. I had a lot of fun with X and Y. Again, I keep saying that. Pearl. I used my first cheating device with Pearl. Gave myself so many Arceuses, so many... you name the Pokemon, I gave myself it. Soul Silver. It's gonna come down to this, isn't it? Oh, no. Emerald. The strong number 2 for me. That's mine. That's it. Emerald's the best game. Emerald is the best game for me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is, favorite Pokemon game, favorite generation, or your favorite starter, you know? I've just been a Pokemon head my whole life. I'm sad that I've kind of fallen out of it in recent years, and I want to share more Pokemon love, but let me know, you know, which Pokemon is your waifu?